on the footsteps of the mayor and say all protocol observed. I'm not going to be long-winded. I'll try to be as brief as I can. I'm trying to check here. The pointer is not doing me any favor. No, I'm seeing the pointer itself. Okay. No, thank you very much. Let me start first by just giving an indication in terms of the population of the province. The population is 2.86 million. If you look at the South Africa itself, you would see that this is only 5.1% of the country. But also I think it is important just to give an indication in terms of the population growth. You would see that by 2016 we're standing at 0.8%, and there is this prediction of saying that in 10 years' time the population will be growing at around 0.6%. So we are growing at a decreasing rate. I think also it is important just to give the economic indication and to say the gross domestic product is 223 billion, which is about 5.1% of the country's national GDP. And when we look at the growth, the economic growth since 2006 to 2016, you would see that we're not moving that far from the country's movement. And if you look at the sectors, the composition of the sector, you would see that agriculture is standing at 5%, mining 10%, while manufacturing is 12%. And if you look at the transport, it's 11%, and so it goes. I'm not going to take you through the top 10 sectors that are contributing as well. Now, I just want to take you through the labor market. You would see that the province itself is actually employing 783,000. It has actually created 783 permanent jobs. And if you look at the primary production, the contributors there is agriculture at 9.4% and mining at 5.8%. And when it comes to the secondary, we've got construction at 7.1%, manufacturing at 9%. And when it comes to the tertiary, you have there the finance, the transport, and the community services. This is just an indication in terms of the size of the region. You would see that Free State, amongst the provinces that we are having in our country, the 9 provinces, we are ranked number 3 when it comes to the size of the region. We are third largest, but when it comes to the population, we are at number 8, and so it goes with the GDP and the employment. Now, let's look at the regional economic performance. I'm not going to take you through everything, but I'll just take you through the business opportunities. Basically, if you look at the whole province, because the province itself, as it stands, it does not imply that you can do everything wherever you want to do. There are what we call the inherent potential per district municipality. If you look, for instance, at this one, the Lejole-Putswa, I'm not going to give you the names, but just to give you an idea, you have an agriculture and agro-processing. There is a potential in as far as that is concerned, and also there is a potential for renewable energy as well as solar energy. Tourism and real estate also can contribute a lot. Also in other districts, you would have ecotourism as the potential. When it comes to, the mayor talked about the renewable energy in the Karib district municipality. Yes, indeed, it's a business opportunity in that particular district, and agriculture is standing at 13%. And so it goes to other district municipality. The biggest district municipality, which is the Thabo Mfutsanyana, let me just try to use, this one, this is Thabo Mfutsanyana. You would see there, the biggest contributors there will be the agro-processing and agriculture, transport and logistic, ecotourism, as well as game to some extent. I'm not going to bother you on this one. This is just an indication in terms of the rainfall patterns in the province itself. This is just to give you an indication to say the land use patterns in the Free State province. 17% of the total land is actually classified as a medium cultivated, and another 17% is classified as a high cultivated, and 21% is classified as a rangeland, 41% is classified as a low cultivation, and the 4% as others. Now, this is just an indication in terms of the real net farm income. You would see that when it comes to the real net farm income and the real gross income in terms of the animal production, in terms of the field crops and the horticulture, there is that growing pattern in as far as the real net farm income is concerned. Now, let's look at the strength of our province. The Free State province is located in the center of South Africa. The MEC talked about that. And it is accessible for that matter. We have the logistic hub in one of our areas. We also have the manufacturing factories in Botshabelo. I'm not going to give you the names, but the three areas, there are three areas where we are having manufacturing. And other sectors include the social oil and the petrochemicals. In terms of the food security, the Free State is the breadbasket of the country, not of the province, but of the country. We have mining, which is rich in mineral deposit. We have renewable energy, that is solar and wind. These are the strengths. There is a potential for that. The motorsport facility, and also the Agri-Parks. In all the 5 district municipalities, we are going to establish the Agri-Parks. Now, what is interesting, this is where the Free State is situated. And if you look at the production percentage, you would see that the Free State province is producing quite a number. It's producing a lot compared to other provinces. You can look at them, and when it comes to maize, wheat, grain, sorghum, groundnut, sunflower, soybean, barley, and dry beans. Now, these are the areas where the Agri-Parks are going to be established in all the 5 district municipalities. Now, this is an indication in terms of what is expected. For this one, the Mangaung Agri-Park plans, we are going to have the abattoir. The abattoir is already there, but also we have identified other important features that must take place in that area. That will include the pack house, the logistics center, the admin offices, the action facility. But for phase 3, which will commence around 2024, we are talking retail facility, industrial shop, we are talking admin and tourism facility, we are also talking mechanization center and deboning facility. Now, the other Agri-Park will be in the Karib district municipality. And if you look at the activities that are going to take place there, we have the auction facility or the holding pens. We also have the pack house, that is the fodder bank, the agro-processing, and the input distribution. We also looking forward to have the retail facility, which is here. The retail facility will be situated here. And we are also going to have the admin and the tourism facility, which will be situated around here. These are the activities that are going to take place within this particular Agri-Park. Now, this is the biggest one, the Tsiami Agricultural Hub. is the biggest because within it, we also have the special economic zone. And these are the activities that are going to take place within that. It also includes the retail and also the storage, which is the cold storage, as well as the pack house. But most importantly in this one, it will be the agro-processing for vegetables and food processing. Now, this is what you would find within the SEZ itself. These are the top priority. If you look at the top priority, you'll have the ICT, you'd also have the aquaculture, you also have the food processing. The area itself is also suitable for apples. So these are the most prioritized activities that are going to take place within the SEZ itself. And another area is the Fezledabi area. And in terms of the Fezledabi, we are going to have the feed mill. We are also going to have the pack house. We are also going to have the logistics, the tannery, as well as the handling facilities, the auction pens. The auction pens will be here, and these are the other activities that are going to take place within this particular Agri-Park. This is just an indication in terms of what we are going in that area. I said I'm not going to be long-winded, and this is the end of the presentation. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Mustang, for such a concise and then the detailed information about Agri-Park. Actually, between two governments, Korean government